Welcome back to G-Man-P, the Great TV. If you tuned in, hit a like, share, and subscribe. If not, we ain't doing no tripping. Now, what we talking about today is how history repeats itself. And I got evidence to back it up. So everything that I've been kind of talking about with the gang stalking and organized corruption, history repeats itself. And I'm going to go in history and bring some things up with today. But what we're going to be talking about today is the AB scam. Okay? The AB scam, it happened on February 2nd, 1980. The world learned of our high-level investigation into public corruption and organized crime, infamously codenamed AB scam. The unfolding details were riveting. Everything from mobsters hawking stolen paintings and fake securities in the Big Apple to politicians peddling influence in the nation's capital. There were high-ranking government officials caught on tape stuffing wads of bribe money in their pocket and saying things like, "I've got larceny in my blood." An FBI agent posed as a representative of a fictitious Middle Eastern sheik, gathered evidence of these big league crimes. It all started in July 1978 when we set out to catch New York City underworld figures dealing in stolen art. We set up a bogus company in Long Island, Abdul Enterprise. Thus the name Abdul Scam, to be owned by a wealthy Arab sheik who wished to invest oil money in valuable artworks. Then we recruited an informer who connected us with crooked willing to sell us stolen treasures. It worked within months. We recovered 2 paintings worth a combined $1 million. Through the operation, we were introduced to criminals who were dealing in fake stocks and bonds. Again, success, our undercover work ended up halting the sales of nearly $600 million worth of fraudulent securities. From there, our investigation led to southern New Jersey and on to Washington, D.C. Our criminal contacts led us to politicians in Camden who are willing to offer bribes to get our business, a gambling license in Atlantic City. Then, when we expressed interest in their suggestion to get the sheik asylum in the U.S., these corrupt politicians arranged for us to meet some U.S. congressmen who could make it happen with private legislation for a price of course, $50,000 up front and an extra $50,000 later. When the dust settled, 1 senator, 6 congressmen, and more than a dozen other criminals and corrupt officials were arrested and found guilty. Like many high-profile, sensitive investigations, ABSCAN generated its shares of controversy. In particular, questions were raised about whether our undercover efforts led to entrapment. The courts ruled otherwise, upholding all convictions. In the end, the case reaffirmed the importance of undercover operations and led to strong rules and safeguard on these kinds of investigations within the FBI. So now I'm just going to be making the case of bringing up different cases. Everything that I've been saying, this stuff been going on. History's just repeating itself. It might not be as bad as when the mafia was running everything, but it's still going on with high-ranking officials in these states committing felonies every day. You understand? And I'm just bringing it to everybody's attention. So people think that I'm just coming up here trying to get attention. No, anything that comes out of my mouth is truth. Just like this ab scan. Only thing you got to go do is go look it up on the internet. Freedom of Information Act. So that's what we're going to be doing from now on. I'm going to be, every day now, I'm going to be going different cases of public corruption. And just to prove my case, I don't have no reason to lie. I have no reason to, I want to just live my life like everybody else. But I'm going to prove my case. You understand? So everybody that was tuned in, the G-Man, the Great TV, I appreciate it. And the ones that ain't, we ain't doing no tripping. Peace.